Chapter 1. "Winnie, stop her! She'll hurt Tawako!" Hawk shouted at me as she fumbled with the gate. Knickers, my white Arabian, reared, pawing the air, daring Victoria Hawkins's Appaloosa to set foot on her turf, the paddock behind our barn. Tawako hung his head and tucked his tail to his haunches. "It's okay, Hawk," I said, trying to sound calm. But watching my powerful Arabian threaten Hawk's little Appaloosa made me feel anything but calm. I was supposed to be Winnie the horse gentler, not Winnie the horse referee. I picked a handful of grass and vaulted over the fence just as Knickers stretched her long, muscular neck and charged poor Tawako. The Appy whinnied. Hawk screamed. "Knickers, come!" I called. Tawako huddled close to the barn. It had been only 5 minutes since Hawk's mom dropped off the Appaloosa. It had taken Hawk a few weeks to convince her mother to leave Tawako in my care. Watching that trailer bounce up our road was the proudest moment of my life, because inside rode my first customer. Hawk had chosen to move her horse out of the fancy, high-priced stable mart and into my little barn because she believed I could help Tawako. Her horse would be the first of many problem horses I could gentle. I wished Mom had been alive to see it. But my pride had evaporated fast, like water in this sweltering Ohio heat. The second I turned our guest horse into the paddock, Knickers, my sweet Arabian, had wheeled around and kicked, missing the frightened Appy by inches. "Knickers," I called, willing a friendly tone and holding out my handful of grass. She came, but only after craning her neck around so Tawako could get a good look at her beautiful white teeth and her angry ears, flattened back in hoarse threat. Then, for good measure, Knickers kicked out one hind leg, like a playful colt. Tawako squealed as if Knickers had connected with her kick. "Winnie!" Hawk yelled, as if I'd kicked her horse myself. Knickers trotted up and nuzzled my outstretched palm, taking the scraggly grass I offered. I scratched behind her ears. "That's a good girl," I said, soothing her. "Good girl?" Hawk's voice trembled. I turned to look at her. Victoria Hawkins comes from Native American ancestry. She's tall and beautiful, with sleek black hair that falls straight to her waist. Unlike me, I'm short, with long dark hair that has a mind of its own, a voice that sounds hoarse, and freckles that make people call me cute. I hate cute. Usually a Hawk's calm, quieter horse temperament makes me look like a wild Mustang. Not today. Her cheeks flushed, as red as the pet bird on her shoulder, mimicking, "Squawk! Good girl!" "Not good. That horse is still a wild thing," Hawk insisted. That's what people used to call my horse, but when she had become mine, I'd named her Knickers. Knickers is good. She's great, and I love her so much it hurts. Getting to own my white Arabian had been more than a dream come true. It had taken a miracle. Now it was beginning to look like keeping her would take another. My plan to pay for her upkeep was to gentle horses. People would pay me to fix their problem horses. But so far, nobody knew about me. Gaining a reputation isn't easy when you're 12. But for 10 of my 12 years, I lived with the best horse trainer in the world, my mom. Back in Wyoming, people had come from miles around just to watch Mom talk wild horses into gentle companions. But then, Mom died in a horrible car accident, and everything changed. Dad, Lizzy, and I tried living in the I-states, Illinois, Indiana, and Iowa, before landing in Ohio. We rented the last house in Ashland, right on the outskirts of the city limits, although Ashland's no city. The barn and pasture came with the house.